Yacht A Virgo, welcome to Navajo Sage Weaver Tarot's channel. Thank you for coming to my channel. I am going to do your reading. I've combined it for different types of decks here, and I'm going to split the deck in half and see what's at the bottom of um, the the deck, and then I'm going to read from the Wisdom of the Elders book and see what the message is for you. And then I'm going to also pick a um, divine feather message for you, and we will go from there. All right. So I'm going to start off and shake the gourd to move any stagnation energy. All right, let's just a little shuffle. And at the bottom we have 18 water affirmation, and then 13 grandmother moon cycle, Virgo. And then we have the white eagle, the connection to the divine guidance is within you. All right, 18 water affirmation. Water is the lifeblood of Mother Earth. It's sacred to the indigenous people and is considered women's medicine. That is why it is so essential to care for the environment, and in particular Mother Earth, waterways. It is naturally indispensable to all the plants, animals, and humans that share this world. About 60% of our body is made from water, and is the intention held within very molecule of fluid element holds to the energy. Study has been conducted to analyze the healing nature of water and the ability to store positive intention. Speaking good words into the water we drink impacts its ability to nourish us, and this has an even greater effect when the water is changed by the energy of the moon, sun, lightning storm, or collected from falling snow. Since we are made of water, it is important to be mindful of our own intentions and what kind of energy we store within our own bodies, and speak kind words not only about others, but also about ourselves. It may be a nudge from spirit to be mindful of our environment impact, to give thanks to Mother Earth, and to care for her, the energetic waters that flow within our body so that you can conduct yourself in a kind, loving way. Consider incorporating positive affirmation into your day or self-care practice. Remember your own power, because how and what you speak to yourself will hold inside the energy of the water within you. "13 Grandmother Moon Cycle." All of creation is connected to spirit, and this includes the central body that makes up our night sky. There's a vast interplay of interconnection found between our daily life, the natural and spiritual world, and the re- review all that is around us. Uh, Great respect must be paid to Grandmother Moon and her 13 sacred lunar cycle. The cycle of the moon have an immense impact of Mother Earth. Each passing moon cycle indicates when the plant harvest, hunt, and gathered. We witness her effects on the ocean waters in the form of tide. The woman is particularly experience her great power through the cleansing cycle of men, menstruation, known to the Micmac as moontime. The cycle experienced by women is a gift and reassure in a phase to cleanse herself mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. It is deeply connected to the phase of the grandmother moon. It is time of power, second only to the ability of the Great Spirit of to give life, during which women energy is at its strongest. Traditionally, during this time, she does not prepare food or medicine, take part in ceremonies, or use a pipe or other sacred items because the flow of the energy within is so strong that she could drain the energy of those items and render them neutral. Thus is a sacred time to uh, represent an inherent connection to Mother Earth, which helps prepare the body to give and receive life. Take note of the current moon phase and the phase within your own cycle, within your own life, sorry. There is a strong possibility of major shift in energy currently taking place, and there might be a need to clear away what no longer needed. Now it is time to focus on tapping into your own intuition and other feminine energetic principles such as a creative or nurturing oneself and others. That's the message from the wisdom of elders. And then we have White Eagle here. It says connection to the divine guidance and within. All right, Virgo. So, looking at the tarot, like I said, I've already pre-shuffled and pulled out your cards, and um, we're going to begin the story of the tarot. This may resonate with you. This may not. It's okay. And take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Do not force any readings. All right, Virgo, we're starting off the energy death energy. So the death energy is just reminding us that it's just another step on the journey. We are born to experience life, and then we die and then go back to our own roots. So as you can see, um, you're shedding and you're transforming, you know, going through a cycle of some sort, right? Completing it maybe. Um, Also, the death card is a rebirth, shedding, harvesting, getting some sort of gateway, connecting with the divine through transformation. After you do uh, transform into the energy of the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is just, feeling a little bit trapped, right? You could just go around, but for some reason you want to stop at the entrance of the gate. Uh, and the Eight of Swords is just not wanting, maybe this transformation is a little bit uncomfortable, right? That's why there's a need for affirmation here, talking good to yourself. Um, so maybe this is something new for you, and It's a little bit overwhelming that you feel like you have to isolate yourself from the world. And then having that feeling, you have the Four of Cups here. And the Four of Cups is just contemplating, reevaluating all those opportunities that were in front of you or that have left you. Um, Whatever makes, making you feel like you have to step back from the world. But during that time, right, you're reevaluating those opportunities, maybe looking at them in a different perspective. Then when you see the perspective, right, the sun energy comes in and lets you know, to be optimistic, Virgo. Do what makes you happy. Stay warm. Um, the sun energy also is, positive talking, right? Talking to yourself. Then you have the Four Swords here. And the Four Swords energy is, healing the spirit within your body, right? Um, the Four Swords is recovery, looking within, having the introspective. Because when you look within, you know, when you look within, look at your internal struggle, you know, that you need to tame the unknown, taking the courage, taking that first step to face of certain challenges that you're going through. You have it within you. You're capable of doing that. As you can see, this entity right here has a whole of a alligator. Um, and so when you do that, right, the energy of the lovers comes in, reminding us that we got commitment, we got contracts, we can't walk away. So we're asked to make a choice to come together in some sort of agreement in some sense, right? Or enjoying the time that you have because you found strength, you took time for yourself. Then the Ten of Pentacles comes in, this energy, having that having completion of your work, right? I'm creating creating a physical manifestation because you're wanting to have the Ten of Pentacles, and then you when you work at it, um, the Queen of Pentacles comes in, this energy, looking at it from a different perspective, nurturing it, right? Loving it, learning how to trust yourself that you're capable of doing this, Virgo, within yourself. Sometimes we forget how powerful we are. Sometimes we allow our outside life to kind of take over and we forget, the simple things, reminders and stuff. And then you have the Ace of Wands here. The Ace of Wands is just, letting you know that, see that um having inspiration, right? Um with with your new creative opportunities that, at the beginning your transformation began. because you're saying good things to yourself and you're going through cycles. And then you come into the Page of Wands, taking a stand, you know, taking risk, feeling your adventure self, the Indiana Jones. And then when we're feeling that, right, then the Three of Pentacles comes in, the energy, letting us know that we may have to collaborate, make some sort of team effort. And then the Nine of Pentacles here um, is letting you know that you can create. When you start talking good to yourself, I can create beautiful things from nothing. I am a beautiful person. I love myself. I am capable of making my pentacles. I'm capable of transforming. I'm capable of, you know, taking the adventure. I'm capable of seeing it from a different perspective. Mhm. You're capable, Virgo. And then the Empress comes in, enjoying the beauty after what you created, surrounding yourself, cultivating into your own energy, loving yourself for what you are instead of what you're trying to become because you talk good to yourself, you know, becoming that, um, having that energy of you know, what's that? The angel Mary. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles right here coming in, showing your hard work, looking at your skills that you develop and that you dedicated because you did that. You can see it from a different perspective with this hangman here. Shifting it, surrendering it because you took the effort to work towards it. Then when you're looking at it, right? Then the Queen of Cups comes in here. The energy, having that emotional balance with it, having compassion, listening to your intuition. Then death. We have it again, going through a transformation. So instead of leaving your body, you know, your skeleton is giving a flower. So it may uh, ask you to feel some changes that may be coming in that are not good, right? That may be challenging, but also they help you and by paving the way that will help you personally if reach to your next frequency, right? Elevate. And then The Two of Cups energy comes in, reminding us of connections, over connections with our spiritual beings, our ancestors, our friends and family, who we call our tribes that we created for ourselves on this journey, right, Virgo? And then the Ten of Wands. And rearranging everything in a way so that way you don't have any challenges, unexpected challenges coming in. You're getting all organized with the five Ten of Wands, finding balance in partnerships and burdens, right? Using your magician to look at it from a different perspective with this Hangman energy and the Seven of Cups energy. And the Seven of Cups is, assessing the needs and then bringing them into alignment. So you're looking at it. Meanwhile, the Nine of Wands sneaks in, making a persistence in the face of and then the Nine of Wands there. Uh, you're looking at all those after you rearrange and let some burdens go, right? Because you're loving yourself from a different, connecting to the divine within yourself. And then the Nine of Wands, just looking at your challenge. You got the death energy here. Again, the death energy, you got it three times. One, two, three. Wow. So Spirit's just really reassuring you, Virgo, of this transformation that you're seeing here. That, you're really gonna have to embrace it because there's a change where you're transitioning in a way where you left your being and then turning it into floral flower because you love yourself, right? And then getting on the horse, holding your flag, your symbol, who you are. Then ending your story with the hangman. And so Spirit is telling you with this hangman and that hangman is that it is important of this shift perspective because, it strongly letting you know that the need to surrender and be patient with yourself and during this shift in perspective, right? Um, whatever your facing situation requires you to pause, let go of control and view it from things from a new angle, right? So it's important to trust the process. A transformation's they're going to happen no matter what. Spirit is letting you know because you got three of them here. So it's like a double, triple hitter of transformation. And so maybe it's making you feel exhausted, right? Look at it. Now you're looking at it from a different perspective. All right. Virgo. That's the end of your story there, the Hangman. And I just want to say thank you for allowing me to do your reading today. I hope this helped you, give you some insight and inspiration, made you look at it from a different perspective. And I just want to say, Vijanahaskli, 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 Vijanahaskli. Yeah.